Hey, this is Arthur from Together Audio, and I'm here to introduce you to RE4ORM. RE4ORM is a virtual instrument made for producers and musicians doing desktop audio productions for music, games, soundtracks, or anything that needs cool sounds and an interface that lets you get around quickly and easy. So what really jumped out at me is how inspiring it is. The sounds are different, interesting, and very playable. And the interface is set up so that you can make every sound your own with just a little bit of tweaking. I found myself creating sounds that led to musical ideas very quickly. It's great when a musical instrument does that. So let's take a look and a listen to see what I mean. Alright, so first let's just step through a few cool sounds from the 300 included when you purchase RE4ORM. At the top right of the interface, you just click on the patch name and you'll see all the sounds separated into categories. You can also use the arrows for quick selection. If you make edits to any of the patches, you can rename them and save them. Let's hear some sounds. Let's try a bass. Sweet. Let's try one of these. So when you're ready to make your own sounds, that's where RE4ORM really shines. It starts with an additive oscillator, which is cool because additive oscillators have a nice clear, bright and warm sound. Unlike most additive synths, however, RE4ORM is easy to program. Instead of having to manipulate individual partials, RE4ORM allows you to select from tons of included additive waveforms, or even change a waveform directly using your mouse. Check it out. Cool. Then on to the effects. To add more texture and spatialization to your sound, RE4ORM has 4-dimensional effects, each laid out in a cool XY pad with a cursor so you can grab and move around. Of course, you can automate this motion also. Check it out. Just the right amount of saturation you need. A phaser. A chorus. Nice. And finally, the really cool pipe model, a very unique feature to RE4ORM. Almost sounds like a blowing instrument, like a flute from outer space or something. One of the coolest features in RE4ORM is its freeform filter. This is where you add motion to your sound so it doesn't sound static and boring. Check out some of the presets. Camel. You increase the amount, positive or negative. Check it out. Isn't that cool? Another one. And this one will go ping pong. can really go to the extremes with this filter. It's really cool. You can also sync the freeform filter to the BPM of your project. Right now the BPM is 120. You just click sync and you're synced up. Of course, just like the wavetable, you can draw your own shapes. RE4ORM includes a really nice stereo delay and reverb. The reverb. Of course, RE4ORM has all the normal things you'd expect in a synth, such as an amplitude envelope to shape your sound, a low-pass filter with resonance, and its own filter enveloper. It also has two LFOs dedicated to pitch and volume modulations, including a separate mod wheel setting for each. Finally, there are settings for mono mode and glide, compression, velocity sensitivity, and transpose. So that's RE4ORM from Together Audio, a very cool virtual instrument, great sounding, very easy to use, and killer musical result. So go to togetheraudio.com to get it, and please spread the word. Thank you. Peace.